It's a sunny afternoon here in the city of Abuja, and you're highly welcome to today's edition of the Youth Agenda. With me in the studio, we have two great youths in the house, the person of Amira and Kelvin. You are highly welcome to today's program.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so we've seen recently that the president declared national emergency on the current security situation in the country. Do you think, coming to you, Kelvin, do you think that is a genuine solution or the PR?
For me, I think that is just a political PR, a political stunt played by President Tinubu, because from time immemorial, I think before the commencement of his administration, there have been insecurity in the country. Starting from even before Buhari's administration, I believe that from a sincere heart of a politician or a leader that wants to truly serve, once you assume power, the first thing you should be able to tackle is insecurity. But he kept mute, he kept like he wasn't doing anything about it, and this insecurity now grew even worse by the day.
Okay, Abera, do you think this is the genuine solution, something that will fix the security situation permanently, or is it just a political PR from the president?
I don't think it's a political PR, but like the late Sani Abacha said, any insurgency that lasts more than 24 hours, the government has a hand in it. And I feel like, it may be delayed, but he had to put out a statement addressing the whole situation, whether it be a political PR or not. He's the president of the country. He has to address certain security issues, no matter the time.
Oh, all right. Okay, do you also think, coming to you, Mr. Kelvin, because we have seen that recently,
yeah,
the people, the age of the victims, right, is the target is majorly the children.
Yeah.
So do you think, why are the children the target here?
I think the terrorists should have a very big objective or a mission for them to be able to be targeting children. Yes, because take it or leave it, if you want to go into a society, if you want to corrupt a society, you start from the children, okay? Businesses do implement that, religion bodies do implement that. And I believe from a broad view, these terrorists are operating majorly operating from a religious angle, right? So who knows? I don't know what are their motive. Yes, but it could also mean that they have a plan, ahead for them to use these children, either to train them as kid soldiers, to fight for their own cause, or to just do them anyhow, basically. So I think they have a big mission for them to use. And from an article I read, allegedly, I saw that they said those children are being kidnapped to use as a shield, to protect them when, in case the U.S. Army begin to invade their territories, right, in the bushes. Yeah. So those are, yeah.
All right, thank you. So Amira, what do you think is the case here when the children are the major victims of the recent insecurity situation in the country?
First of all, children are the most vulnerable in the society. They are the easier targets. They are the ones that gain attention from the public. A 2-month-old cannot be missing and everybody will be quiet because it affects everybody. It could be your child, it could be my child, it could be anybody's child. Like Kelvin also said, the terrorists could be training them as kid soldiers. They could be recruiting them. They could be like how we've seen going on with the Chibok girls, where some of them, stayed even after they've been granted release, and so many other things. Also, the girls amongst these victims are also forced into marriages, like we've seen time and time again. And the government would pay attention when it's children. That's just the baseline of this.
The government will pay more attention because they are the most vulnerable set in the society, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we've also seen that the president has ordered the recruitment of 20,000 people into the Nigerian police force. So do you think that is the genuine solution to the current situation, insecurity situation, considering the fact that the previous administration actually targeted 10,000 recruits yearly? So Tinubu doing this, and considering that the Nigerian police force takes between 6 months to 1 year to recruit people and train them into the Nigerian police force, do you think it's a good move, Mr. Kelvin? Do you think it's a good move?
Yes, it's a good move, but not entirely a good move, and due to the fact that the federal government are just trying to do something like they're trying to operate on an emergency, right? Now, by rushing these police officers that are about to be recruited, the training will not be in depth. The skills and the skills needed to combat terrorism and to combat crime in society will not really be impacted on this police force. And again, what that is going around the streets, is that the police and the military is being often politicized in the sense that it's only a set of people from a particular region of the country that are being considered to be part of the police and the military. But now, when the whole thing now is everywhere, insecurity is everywhere, now they're now trying to put the whole thing in public, right? For the common man to come and apply to become a police officer. Yes, so if only the government are genuine enough, to put in appropriate measure, right, to train these police officers. Apart from training the police officers, I think one thing that the government can also consider doing is to put the security of ourselves, of the nation, into the citizens' hand by involving private security. Okay? By involving private security, there are vigilantes, there are community policing efforts that can be implemented, right, to combat terrorism. Yes, because the terrorists, these bandits, most of them, they live within the people. Yeah. Yes, it's only the people that will know who these bandits are. It's only them that will be able to raise alarm, right, to reach out to the police force or to appropriate bodies, security bodies that will combat this terrorism, right? Yeah, so that is it.
All right. So, Amira, over to you, Amira. Considering the fact that the previous government actually were preparing for 10,000 recruits, right? So we have like 48 facilities, if I'm not mistaken, 48 facilities to train the Nigerian police people, like the new recruit police into the Nigerian police force. Do you think that these 20,000 that they are recruiting what was the quality of training, considering the fact that with the facilities that we have on ground,
yes,
the previous government was targeting 10,000 yearly. And Tinubu's government is targeting 30 yearly, and plus this additional 20. What do you think is it going to be a quality training, or is it just quantity to just make the masses feel that the government is doing something about the insecurity?
Another major issue that they should have considered before announcing this is quality. It's not necessarily all about quantity. What quality of training are we giving them? Are they going to come out, the same standard as it would take training 10,000 in 48
considering the facilities we have, yes.
If we're going to have 30,000 police officers out of training every year, we should have more than 48 training facilities. I mean that's why I guess he put out, using NYSC camps. But like I said, I'm
a supplementary facility, yes.
What are NYSC camps that are going to train proper police officers to deal with the issues that are at hand?
Okay. Mr. Calvin, you know that the majority of Nigerian people, I don't want to say the youth, because, there are people that are not youths that are also looking for jobs. Majority, if I'm not mistaken, are forced to go into working because they want to have ends meet, because they just want to take care of themselves. Because the situation is the economic predicament is holding everybody down financially, yes, and everything. Yeah. So a lot of people are just taking job opportunities to just make a living, just survive, right? Do you think that these 20,000 people that the government are recruiting currently, do you think they will go into the police force with this knowing, with the passion that is required to serve in the Nigerian police force? Because the police force is a platform for people to detect and protect crime, ensure that law is being kept in the country. Do you think that these 20,000 people that are being recruited, they are going to do that, or they are just going into the Nigerian police force because it's one of those things that they just have to take on just to survive and make ends meet?
Yeah, like you rightly said, just to keep body and souls, I think most people are going to apply and we won't go through every method they need to go through, which they have been doing before now. Because even before this security crisis deepened, we can see that before people join the police, they have to compromise a lot of things. Some of them have to reduce their age. Some of them have to change their names, to bear a name of a particular region of the country. Some of them have to change their religion just to please a godfather in the police force for them to join the police. So coming down to this period, this era where even the economic situation of the country is even worse. I believe these people that will eventually apply to become part of this police force are not going there to serve the country 100%. Yeah, they're going there to just keep body and souls together, and that is even risky for the society.
Very risky. Yes.
Yeah, very risky, because anything can happen. From there, you could because these bandits, they are kidnapping these children and requesting for huge sums of money for ransom, right? So when this police, when they now get to meet them and bribe them, anything can happen, which is even more dangerous to the society. So,
imagine the government is paying you like 150,000 naira, and
yes.
maybe you have access to these guys and they are offering you like from 500.
Yeah, not even they can offer you 1 million.
1 million.
Offer you like 2 million. The police guy head will like scatter and want to like keep every moral aside and to partake in
just to survive
the atrocities. So I don't think it's I don't think the police people that will be applying now will be applying to serve the country, to combat terrorism and crime. They'll be applying to just keep body and soul together.
So Amira, over to you. What do you have to say about this?
I feel like a major restructuring has to go on in the police system. Major restructuring in the form of salaries, in the form of pension, in the form of gratuity, in the form of healthcare, in the form of education. If police and military systems are providing, come and join us, we are recruiting you, you get so and so amount, you're paid on time, your children will get free education, free healthcare. When you lose your life in the line of duty, of course, your family will be compensated for that. People will be willing to do it. People now are just joining the army because what am I doing at home? Most of any youth that joins the military now is not going there because there's a big problem of apathy in the youth. There's a big problem of lack of involvement in politics. Nobody wants to lose their life over something that is bigger than us. So people are going there. The recruits are just going to find something to do, to be occupied. The lazy man's hand is the devil's workshop, or how do they say it? Nobody wants to sit down at home. But they're not so considering the risks that they're putting their lives in. If you're not going there because you're passionate for it, what's the point of it if you're going to die in the line of duty for a government that is not willing to compromise or anything for you? So, God help us all. Anyway.
God help us. Okay, Mr. Calvin, in rounding up, right, for the first time, forest guards are being deployed in the country. Do you think this is a major shift in Nigerian security, or is one of those Operation Python, Operation Lion, Operation Dog? What do you think, sir?
The forest guards that are being deployed, are they parts of the community, or they are being deployed from the police force, from the security forces? If they are from the community, then I think that is a good move, right? Because they know the community very well. They're able to serve and protect their community with all their hearts, right? But if they are coming from the forces, the security forces we have in the country, it's not really a good move. Things can still get compromised along the way. Yes, due to security breaches and leakage of information and intelligence, from this security unit. Yes, so that is just it. If the forest guards that have been deployed are from within the community where these forests have been located, it's a good move because they will secure that area, that forest with all their mind. They will serve very well.
Effectiveness.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Amira, what do you have on that?
Calvin, you're also neglecting the fact that if they're from the community, they have access to these people. What if they're the ones working together with these people?
No, I don't think the rate by which those that are protecting the community, the forest within the community, if they're from that particular community, I believe they're going to serve well. I don't think if you are in a position to protect your community alongside other people, I don't think you want to compromise. Due to this is your village, this is your place, this is where your family house is, this is where your heritage is. So I don't think you want to lose out to start giving bandits information on how they can come and attack your community. Yeah. So, but when they deploy security officials from the security unit, those guys, they're coming from somewhere else. You understand? So they have zero affinity with that community. So they can easily be compromised. They can easily be swayed by what they are really sent to do. Sure, you get it right?
Well, the forest guards are a good move anyways. They are not necessarily relying all of the security environment. The security is not necessarily relying only on the military. It's also relying on the people of the community. Like you stated earlier, if the community members are more involved in securing their areas, maybe, just maybe, crimes like this won't be as, rampant. But, it's a thing of let's see how it's going to go.
All right. Okay, so the security situation is a concern for the youth, and that's why we are here. We are hoping that the government will do what they have to do. They will have to maybe adopt appropriate measures to cope the insecurity that is becoming almost incessant recently in the country. So thank you guys for coming out today. We hope to see you in the next edition. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.